Action!
Maestro.
April is the wife of Adeyemi Badmus. The hotel was actually named after her. She's actually going through, in this season, you see her going through a whole lot of turmoil. Her husband cheating on her hotel crumbling. She's trying to bring her family together, trying to fix her marriage. Let me not give you so much. When you see it, you'll definitely understand better.
April series is a witty, high tempo drama with a lot of wonderful characters, a lot of wonderful, believable characters in it. It's a beautiful script. When the producers approached me with the script, because one thing I am very particular about when I want to take up a project is the script. Because without the script, a very good script is the foundation of a very good production. I was really, 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 thrilled when I went through the script. It took me on a journey. I was on a journey when I was reading the script, and I fell in love with a lot of the characters along the line. Fell in love with the characters, and I talked to the producer, and I saw the passion with which he wanted to approach the project. I think that was the key point. That was the key point. He was able to sell the project to me. When I listened to him, read the script, I was convinced to take up the project.
Most of the times, I don't do casting for most of the projects I've done. At most, I just do some closed door rigs for some people, and I really don't have specific people in mind. I just go, when I meet you and I feel you're a good person, you're a good cast, you have the passion and the zeal, you really want to put something out there. Because let me just say, most of the stories I've worked on are true life stories. So I just look around for people that could drive the stories, that could feel the stories, that could sink themselves into the stories and tell the stories. So basic stories I've made are stories about personal people. So when I have one person and I try to drive the story around that person and I make the story. So most of the times the other cast are people either I've known from film school days or met at festivals, and I realize they are good actors, they're hardworking, they're passionate, and they feel like working with me. I had several people trying to reach me on how do I be on your project and how do I be on your project. I just keep calm, because most of the times I try to relate with these guys, and before you know it, we're working on a project.
The challenges, well, it's not only me, the crews and the cast too faced the challenges. We have to put all things together to make this film work out, even though it has to do with your strengths, your being active. Motivate yourself to make this work.
Well, yeah, the script itself is quite a challenging one. I was given the script a few days before the shoot. I looked at the script. It's a very challenging one. I summoned courage to myself. I was like, I'm going to do this job no matter what it will take me. So I had to go to the job. I had to go to the script. I read it. I digested it, at least 99% of it. So working, it's really wonderful working with the artist, with the crew, with the director, and the cinematographer. It's really wonderful working with them. It's quite a challenging one in terms of short resuming, in a particular scene. You have a scene that has to do with crowded character. At the point you will see short cut and resumes later. So if you are not that careful, you will skip the scene. And at the point, the editor would like bring everything together. Let's do everything together. Let's shoot it once. I will have to still go down there to break down everything together, to bring down one or two scenes together so we can shoot at a row.
Well, Shakira too, she happens to be among the waitress. Yes. Just the her name sounds harsh, but she's a kind of calm person. Me, all I have to say about everything is I'm really enjoying this set. In fact, they are all friendly and we are like family here.
The role, I'm April's lawyer. You know, I am actually April's father's lawyer. Then when April was having problem with her husband, Yemi, April's father, consulted me and asked me to help defend her daughter. The usual challenges, technicals, normal delays here and there, but there were things that we were able to surmount.
We have a whole lot of challenge, but definitely because we've been here, challenges we face because of we have artist challenge and we have location challenge anyway. And the movie, sometimes some artists will come on sets and logistics and all that will delay us, but we've been able to overtake all this.
Lola is a girl, an innocent girl, who was in love with Freddie. Freddie's a young guy, a young cute guy who still stays with his parents, but I usually visit him once in a while. So each time I visit him, we lodge in this hotel, and it became a very long story at the end of the day, but it's a very interesting series. I think you like to keep a date.
I'm Fred in this movie, but I'm known as Freddy. That's what my fiancé called me in the TV series. Freddy is a young, lustrous son. He actually based abroad for years, and he got back to Nigeria with some business prospects. And he happened to be a son of one of the lustrous and noble, influential men of society. And he has this interesting thing about him. His sexual life is actually his sex or story or love life is actually complicated. He's bisexual.
Yeah, I'm on the set of April. It's actually a series that talks about the nitty-gritty of the homes, what parents go through to sustain their families. And definitely the whole events and this drama was intriguing to me from the fashion aspect because they are outstanding characters here. Yemi, for instance, it's a very stylish man that knows what he wants in taste of fashion. And on the other hand, he runs an hotel. Then for April is an extravagant woman that is still detailed to the core. So there's a lot of detail in this costuming this job.
I'm playing the character of Adeyemi Badmus. How will I put it? A husband to April, Abike, who had his fingers burnt as a result of infidelity. Yeah, it's a challenger role. I'm a family man with kids, and I try to go wrong in some. I actually don't want to reveal the entire story so that by the time it comes out, people will be able to lay their hands on it. But I actually play a role of a man that initially he was staying happily with his family. Then all of a sudden I started, looking sideways for some fun. As a result of that, all that I've labored for years, just went down the drain.
Action!
Hi, my name is Temi Tokwe Olonio. I'm an actor. Make sure you keep watching Tribe TV.